future, talk radio will actually educate, inspire, and make you think. The future is now. Topics and music that affect your life from Universal Broadcasting Network. Tune in at ubnradio.com.
Broadcasting live from the UBN studios in Hollywood, California. Well, actually calling into Hollywood from his own little corner of Northeast Ohio. It's the Left of Str8 Show with your host, Scott Fullerton. Join us for fun talk and celebrity interviews, exploring the worlds of entertainment, foodies, and books. He's not off his rocker, just a little left of straight. Now, here's your host, Scott Fullerton.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Left of Str8 Show. And the crowd is going wild. Welcome, everybody, to the Left of Str8 Show. This is Scott Fullerton, your host. I'm here, as always, with my great engineer, Chris. Chris, how you doing today?
Doing great. Thank you for asking. Happy to be here.
Super. Welcome, welcome. How was your weekend? Anything fun and exciting?
Yeah, it was a great weekend. Got to go back into the studio and record some more. It's a good, productive weekend.
Nice. Great to hear that. Hey, what's the weather like that in California right now?
Maybe about low 70s and sprinkling a little bit today. It's kind of overcast.
Oh, you poor thing. Okay, here's the deal. From my lovely little studio here in beautiful downtown Northeast Ohio, our high today is 11 degrees.
Wow.
Oh, my goodness. I just went out to get some milk and cereal and stuff, and it's about froze my little tushy off walking out in there. And the high for the week, we're not going to get to freezing. We're not going to get to 32 degrees until Sunday this week. So it is just amazing out here in beautiful Northeast Ohio. So love that 70-degree weather, Chris. Thanks for making my day so much happier all of a sudden.
Well, good luck over there. I'm sorry you have to go through that.
Well, what can you do? It's the weather, right?
Yep.
Well, hey, we got a great show today, everyone. I'm so excited to have you tuning in. If you're in the chat room, please say hi. I see we got lots of cool people in there. We are doing a great show today. Trevor LaPaglia will be on in just a little bit. He's an actor, writer, director. Really has been working his butt off, doing a lot of projects out there. He's been on Funny or Die, a lot of web series. And just recently, he was over Christmas time in Steve Gran's music video that he put together called All I Want for Christmas, Mariah Carey's song. And in fact, I think he's working with Steve today on another project for Steve. So who knows, we may even have a special guest to the first couple of minutes. So we'll find out. Should be a great time, though, with Trevor. He was on last Tuesday's show, my Tuesday show on Blog Talk. So you can always go to my website, www.leftofstr8.com, and look in the archives, and you can check out last week's shows. And here with Trevor last week, we kind of talked about Trevor's growing up and kind of relationship and values, everything growing up here in Buffalo. This week, we'll talk a little more about what his career is doing. So I'm real excited to have him on a little bit. We got some great shows coming up. In the news, we just found out before we went on the air that Glenn Fry passed away from the Eagles. Did you hear that, Chris?
Oh, no, I did not.
Yeah, just kind of came over my web here a second ago. So people are dropping like flies. We had David Bowie go, Celine Dion's husband went, another singer went. As well. Who was that?
Lemmy from Motorhead passed away.
Oh, that's right. It's just been crazy. It's been the actor Alan Rickman passed away. It's been a crazy week.
Yeah, it has.
But yeah, very sorry to hear about that, especially people in the music industry follow music a lot. Huge Eagles fan here. Very sad thing. Mm-hmm. But I've got a couple things in the news I want to talk about before we go. First thing I want to talk about is in our chat room, and a good friend of mine, Don Zender, sent me over a link today. He is founder or one of the organizers of Columbus, Ohio's Gay, Lesbian, and Ally Hockey League. It's an ice hockey league that I had the pleasure of meeting this past year when he hosted Del Shores for a Drag on Ice fundraiser. They are a fantastic organization. I had one of his members on a couple weeks ago, and you should definitely go back and check out that podcast. But they had a couple people go to Las Vegas this past weekend. Tropicana, they had what's called their Sin City Shootout Sports Festival. One of our Columbus people guys worked with the LA Blades, and he captained the team, took home the championship. So really exciting stuff for them. I'm going to be actually going to Columbus this weekend through the bitter cold, but luckily no snow. Going to go down to Columbus, and they are hosting their annual Pride Night down in Columbus, and it's a fantastic event. They have it starts at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, runs all the way till 9 o'clock at night. They do an exposition game with their team. They have a bunch of great forums they're going to have with some super special guest speakers. They're going to have a buffet. Then they're also going to have a hockey game of Ohio State University playing against one of their challengers. And they've had a really great partnership working with Ohio State, a lot of diversity. You also want to check my links. They have the mayor of Columbus, Ohio, did a fantastic speech last year, and I think they're going to try to get him on this year to do another opening. Just really great talking about equality, and it's nice to see one of our major cities mayors really preaching equality and the partnership that can form between all us. So great job to Columbus, Ohio's Gay, Lesbian, and Ally Hockey Association. I will see you guys this Saturday for sure at the fundraiser. I will be bundled up warm already for the drive down, so it's going to be no problem going in that ice rink. I'm telling you this ahead of time. Another thing we're going to do real quick before we have Trevor on just a little bit. I was cruising around the web a little bit this week, and I love me a little telenovela. If you don't know what a telenovela is, it's a Spanish, very campy soap opera. There's a new show on NBC. Have you seen the new show called Telenovela on NBC, Chris?
No, I remember I don't have cable.
Oh, that's right. I forgot you told me that. Oh my goodness. That's good. We're going to start a GoFundMe for Chris's cable, everyone. We got to work this in the next week or so here. But Telenovela is a new show on NBC starring Eva, who I absolutely loved from Desperate Housewives. And it's basically a farce of a telenovela, which is a very over-the-top Mexican soap opera, Spanish soap opera. And she plays the soap opera queen that doesn't speak a word of Spanish. Hilarious. If you ever saw Ugly Betty back in the day, that's kind of based on a telenovela and had those little campy elements to it. Well, this video came up the other day that I saw that's a dance-off in the form of telenovela against these two guys. And one of them is Asaf, and I don't even know if Goran, who's on So You Think You Can Dance, which is like one of my favorite TV shows during the summer. I'm a So You Think You Can Dance fiend. But they have a little dance-off that's dubbed over in Spanish, so people who are listening to the replay, you're not listening to Univision. I swear to God, this is the Left of Str8 Show. This is a great, funny clip that I'm going to have Chris show for you now. So if Chris, if that's queued up, why don't you go ahead and play this little video clip?
All right.
Thank you, sir.
And this is the clip you're asking for is the dance-off.
The dance-off, yeah. Go ahead and play that dance-off clip.
All right, here we go.
Oh, that's not it, Chris. That's okay. Play that one, play the one next.
I think this is the one.
There we go. That's it.
Ay, la chacha de vecindad. No entiendo qué haces aquí si no tienes dinero para comprar nada. En cambio, mira lo que uno puede conseguir con clase y con mucho dinero.
No se necesitan tantas bolsas para guardar un diamante.
Ah.
Las adictas a las compras lo hacen para llenar el vacío que tienen de amor.
Qué ridícula eres.
Ajá.
Es mala, esa hembra se daña, esa hembra no quiere, esa hembra te miente. Animal, costeñita soy y soy rebelde. Cambio dolor por libertad. ¿Quién es ese hombre? Siempre tan amiga, siempre la usurpadora. Si se quiere.
Soy fea que camino a lo malevo, que soy chueca que me muevo con un aire compadrón.
María la del barrio soy, la que descuida que duerme sola y va a cambiar su sueño.
Dale tu cuerpo alegría Macarena, que tu cuerpo es para...
Dame una chupacha, dame una ahí, chupachi, chupa chiquititas, chiquititas, en tu corazón, chupachón.
And I believe we're back. Are we back, Chris?
And we're
Uh-oh,
back.
my volume's going out here.
All right, Scott, can you hear me? Hello?
Yeah, I can hear you now. Are we cutting out?
I think we did for a second, but I think we're good now.
All right, good. As long as we stay good, if we need to, I'll call back real quick on my cell. I got his program for just in case, so let me know. All right, thanks for playing. I just thought that was a hilarious clip. I mean, as you can see, why I like myself a little dance off there, especially with Asaf Gorin. Dance. Uh-oh.
Sorry about
We're
that.
just playing stuff all over the place here. We're having an interesting show today. We have Ghost in the Machine today, Chris.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that, Scott.
That's okay. Just start queuing up Trevor's. He should be calling in any time now. So let me know when he gives a call, and we'll go ahead and play his clip. But coming in just a little bit, we're going to have Trevor. That first clip, by the way, that you saw was just a fun clip, basically clickbait. Got lots of fun. We saw this guy, a weightlifter guy, doing a little All the Pretty Ladies song from Beyonce. So I thought that was kind of fun just to show if we had time. But that was kind of a fun little video I saw this week, too. But coming up in just a little bit, we're going to talk all about Trevor's career, all of the things he's doing. We're going to play Steve Grant's music video in just a couple seconds when he gets on the phone here to kind of do a little introduction, let you see the video that they shot, all in one day, mind you, over the Christmas break. So when he calls in, Chris, just let me know and go directly to the clip, okay?
All right, sure thing.
Super duper. So let's see what else is going on here. If you're in the chat room, please go ahead and say hi and invite all of your friends to the chat room. Again, this is Scott on the Left of Str8 Show. We have 2 nights now. I'm so excited to be here every Monday on UBN Radio from 3 to 4 p.m. Pacific Time and 6 to 7 p.m. Eastern Time. I did update the website a little bit this weekend. When you have a chance, please go check that out. That's www.leftofstr8.com, which is LEFTOFSTR and the number 8.com. I put in a lot of the archives of the old shows. And it's just kind of crazy. You guys all remember I started this back in July at a local radio station here that was actually out of a house. And the sound quality, I'm so happy to be here in UBN. We've got so much better the last month and a half. But listening to some of those older shows when we were on the learning stages is kind of funny. We had some great guests, but it was kind of funny listening back to them with Blake MacGyver. Of course, we had Del Showers back there and Ben Patrick Johnson. All sorts of good things. So check that out on the website, www.leftofstr8.com. Go to the archives page. You can listen to all of the old Left of Str8 shows, and we put up the new ones every single week. You can always follow me on Instagram and Twitter at Left of Straight, LEFTOFSTR and the number 8. And on Facebook, please like our page, www.facebook.com/Left of Straight Show. So we have that going for us. Other than that, we're going to get ready here for Trevor in just a couple of moments. I'm going to go ahead and message him, make sure he's ready to go. We'll go ahead and queue up that video. Why don't we go ahead, Chris, and play that video? And if he calls in during it, great. And if not, we'll kind of vamp until he gets on the phone, okay?
All right, sounds good.
All right, let's go ahead and play Steve Gran's video featuring our guest today, Trevor LaPaglia. And this is the Christmas song, All I Want for Christmas by Mariah Carey.
A lot for Christmas. There's just one thing I need. I don't care about those presents underneath the Christmas tree. I just want you for my own, more than you could ever know. Make my wish come true. You know that all I want for Christmas is you. Ask for much this Christmas. I won't even wish for snow. No, I'm just gonna keep on waiting underneath the mistletoe. There's no sense in hanging stockings there upon the fireplace, 'cause Santa, he won't make me happy with the toy on Christmas Day. I just want you here tonight, holding on to me so tight. Boy, what can I do? You know that all I want for Christmas is you. And all the lights are shining so brightly everywhere, and the sound of children's laughter fills the air. And everyone is singing, I can hear those sleigh bells ringing. Santa, won't you bring me the one I really love? Won't you please bring my baby to me? I don't want a lot for Christmas. This is all I'm asking for. No, I just want to see my baby standing right outside my door. I just want you for my own, more than you could ever know. Make my wish come true. You know that all I want for Christmas is you.
I can hear you now. Yes, we're having all sorts of Ghost in the Machine on audio today, but I think we got you. How you doing today, my friend?
I'm doing great.
Welcome back to the show.
Toast and coffee. Thank you.
There you go. You need it. You've had a busy day today already, haven't you?
What's that?
I said you probably need the coffee. You've had a busy day already today, haven't you?
Oh, my God, yeah. A busy night and a busy morning. But last night was a different story.
All right, we won't go there yet. Maybe we'll see. So how's everything going, my friend? Welcome. Thanks for calling back in.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I think it's good. It's kind of a gloomy day in LA here, but weather's always nice because it's so beautiful all the time. You need a change of scenery. Yeah,
exactly.
And that's really good company. I'm sitting right across from Steve Gran right now. We're eating eggs and French toast.
Eating eggs and French toast in the middle of, I guess, in the middle of the afternoon. Way to go for you guys. We'll tell Steve Gran hello.
Yeah, you know. Yeah, he says hi.
Who made breakfast?
There he is. Do you hear him?
Who cooked?
No, well, someone else made it. We're just sitting and enjoying it.
Oh, we're taking advantage of little craft services even better when you don't make it yourself. It tastes that much better.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm going to step outside. Hang on one second.
All right, go ahead.
Oh, you can probably hear me better now. All right, so what's up? How's your day going?
It's going really great. I was telling all of our crew over there in Los Angeles that it's a little colder here. I mean, back in your Buffalo, I don't even know what it is, but in my little corner of Northeast Ohio, we're a high of 11 degrees today. So it's time for you to bring your ski stuff over here, I'm telling you.
Do you have good mountains there?
We have to drive up. We go to Peak and Peak. It's kind of right on the border. Do you know where that's at? Down in South New York?
I've heard of Peak and Peak, yes. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, it's about an hour and 45 minutes.
Cool.
It's about an hour from Erie for here. So we go up to there usually. That's probably one of the best runs for us.
Nice.
But yeah, I mean, we talked about last week. I mean, the great thing is about having you back is I told everyone to go and listen to our show from last weekend. A really good talking about where you're from over there and kind of what they call the upper New York, the upstate New York.
Mm-hmm.
And going up there. And big ski fan. You've been able to ski down in California now that you've had that El Nino, but you were probably a big skier back here around this time, right?
Yeah, I grew up on ski club in high school, and then in college I skied a lot. I'm actually going Tuesday, and then I'm going to go to Mammoth this weekend. So I'm definitely getting my season pass usage out.
Nice. Mammoth was a great place to go. I used to go to a cabin. My friends owned a motel chain up there. So we go stay in their motel and hit up the mountains. And like I said, I was the non-skier. I would make sure all the cocktails were taken care of and accounted for while they were on the mountain. But it was a good time had by all.
Yeah, like I'm just going to hang out in the lodge here and drink my Irish coffee.
I'll kind of enjoy the view, seeing the hot little guys walk back and forth in their ski things, and I'll keep the cocktails cold.
Oh, yeah. Nice.
Well, let's talk a little bit about the video. You have Steve there with you now. I mean, from what I understand, he put this together in one day. I mean, you got a call basically that said, "Hey, what are you doing tomorrow?" Or how did that all come about for you?
Yeah, I got a phone call on a Friday, and he's like, "What are you doing tomorrow?" And I said, "Well, I work at night." "Why? What's up?" He said, "Well, I'm flying into LAX tonight, shooting a music video tomorrow. Do you want to be in it?" And I was like, "Sure, absolutely." So what he actually ended up doing was he was talking to his manager on a Thursday, and it was a last-minute decision. He's like, "You know what? Christmas is a week away. I want to release a song." He wasn't going to, and he had the opportunity to do it like a month before, and he decided not to, and then he had a change of heart. So he laid down the vocals Friday morning. He edited them himself on the airplane flying into LAX Friday night. Saturday we met in Palm Springs. Our director, John Lavin, met us up there, and we filmed all day Saturday, a little bit Sunday, and then it was released Monday. So it was a quick turnaround. It was incredible. Our director, John Lavin, is so talented. I mean, he shot it, he directed it, he edited it. So yeah, and then it was released Monday, and I want to say it got over 100,000 views a day, which is incredible. Within like 5 days, it was over 500,000 views.
Yeah, I remember. It was fantastic. I mean, it was a great video, too, for when you think about all the time. You had 2 days to put this together, beautifully shot, and then Steve put together a couple of behind-the-scenes videos. I mean, you weren't just playing an actor in it. You were the set guy. I saw you holding the lighting, and I saw you. He said that you basically decorated the tree for real in between sets. I mean, you were a working actor.
No, I decorated the tree. He was just fooling around, playing around the whole time.
See, is he really a slacker behind the screens?
That was fun.
Now we get the inside scoop there. That's funny.
Oh yeah,
well, I really want to
playing around the whole time.
That is awesome. Well, I wanted to concentrate on you this week. I mean, we talked a lot last week about your growing up. Let's talk about you. You've been really busy. And in LA now, I mean, I've talked to a lot of my friends there that are in the business. You basically got to make it happen yourself there. You seem like you're really doing that. Every time I look at you're putting yourself together on some web series and trying to find different projects for you. And you're really your own one-man band. I got to say, that's very impressive.
Yeah, well, I've been out in LA for 7 years now. What I've learned is, there's so many people out here trying to do the same thing. There's 100,000 actors that come to town every year, and there's 100,000 actors that leave. So if you've made it past the first year, you beat the odds. But then you've got to compete against all these other people trying to get the same jobs you are. And, majority of them are like these very talented kids or adults that leave their hometown. They come to LA with these big dreams and expectations, and they have a pretty face, and they're talented and they come out here and they're a dime a dozen. So I've learned that you really got to kind of create your own path and create your own stuff just to share your work. My first couple of years, I was lucky to have some to get cast on a couple of projects, but that was far and few between. So I was able to kind of collaborate with friends and meet people. Like my first apartment was in this complex full of artists, whether it was writers, cinematographers, producers, directors, and we would get together and be like, hey, let's create something fun. You know, let's put ourselves on this. Let's showcase the stuff we can do. You know, we can do this together. We don't need money. We all have our slave jobs to pay the bills, whether we're like servers at a restaurant or a bartender or working in retail part-time. So then that's when I got some experience learning, this is how this works. This is how this works. And then I'm very fortunate to have worked with some really great projects with some American Film Institute alumni, some really great filmmakers. And I was whether I was a camera truck driver or production assistant, they really kind of took me under their wing, and I learned a whole lot. So now that I have that under my belt, I can kind of create it on my own and do it my own way. And I've been really blessed to meet my film partner, Robert Alex, about a year and a half ago. We've had a lot of fun. About a year and a half, we did 33 films in 33 days. And that was all his doing. He invited me on this project. And what inspired him to do 33 films in 33 days was he got cast in this feature film. And they kept pushing production, whether they didn't have enough money or they're rewriting the script and they didn't feel confident enough about it. Mostly finances. Money is one of the reasons why production gets pushed off and postponed. But he was like, I could have filmed 33 films in 33 days with all this time wasted. And 33 is his lucky number, so that was where that came from. But
nice. Okay.
We became friends not too long before that. And he said, hey, if you want to come be a part of this, you're more than welcome to. Just show up. I'm inviting all my filmmaker friends, actors, writers, directors, So I showed up, and we had a blast. Sometimes it was 10 people that would show up that day. Sometimes it would be just the two of us. So we just kind of would come up with concepts and ideas. He had a bunch of scripts that he's written for short film ideas, and we'd kind of attack those and create those. And then when they were done, we discovered that, we were really good at this. So we decided to start a company together called Whiskey Darlings Productions. And with that, we've just been creating different web series here and there and shooting commercials. People have been coming to us for whether they want reels made or commercials made, and we do that.
That is so cool. I mean, I saw that. I mean, it's so great that you can find a friend like that and really start creating together. I saw the Whiskey Darling Productions. It's a great logo for it. You guys have done some great work together, especially, like I said, I love the Funny or Die series, the Beggin' Boys, Beggin' Brothers. Just so hilarious.
Brothers,
I mean, kind of talk about the concept for that. You guys are always a little bit on the take or trying to get a little something for nothing there. How'd that series come about? It's pretty much all improv, right? Is it pretty much all improv?
It's all improv, yeah. Well, it's funny because when we met, we hit it off right away. And then working on 33 films in 33 days, we're in tight quarters every day for a long time. So we've learned how to get under each other's skin or not get under each other's skin, and we just always had fun, which is why I love working with them. It's not work, we can put in a 14, 15-hour day and ready to continue on just to get the shot in or to finish the project. And one day, we like to drink together. That
always brings.
Wine. I'm a bartender. It fills the soul.
It gives you another level of excitement when you can add your own cocktails involved. It helps the creative juices get flowing.
Yeah, and I ended up editing all of the short films in his office, and we would kind of edit them together, and we'd be editing till the sun comes up. But we'd always have some like whiskey Coke next to us or something. So that's where the Whiskey Darlings came into play. But he's awesome, and people around us were like, oh, you guys need to work together more. And then we got his agent involved, and his agent now represents the two of us together for comedy auditions. And one night I was like, oh, we should come up with this web series to promote ourselves, And I don't know how. I think I just threw out the name Beggin' Bros. We could beg for something; it'd be funny, and it was just a really simple idea. And we came up with the first episode, and we're like, oh, this is funny. Let's do another one. And now we have 8 episodes released on funnyordie.com.
That is so cool. And they're so funny. We talked a little bit about it last week. I mean, my favorite thing in it was just your guys' take on on Taylor Swift, and you guys just need to create a video for Bitch Sit Down. Bitch Sit Down be the funniest music video of all times. I know you submitted to her, but that is hilarious, my friend.
Well, even in real life, he says the most outrageous things. I'm like, Robert, you can't say these things. Like, people aren't going to understand your humor, or if they do or not. It's always been like, sometimes he's like a 4-year-old and he'll even admit it. So sometimes I feel like I'm his father when we're in public. So I always have to like kind of ease the water every time he like says something that could upset someone. And of course, here we are interviewing for Taylor Swift, and he's telling the bitch to sit down.
And then we turn into a song.
So I had to but I was like, oh, it's a song he's writing. It's a song he's writing. And then we just like bust into song. It was fun. It was fun.
So much fun. Now, what's this Monarch product? Is that something coming up, or is that something you guys have already done that I see on the website?
Monarch is one of Robert's personal projects that he wrote. It's really interesting how it happened. It was just after 33 films in 33 days. He told me, he said, hey, there's this short that I wrote, and I'd love for you to direct it. He's like, I love the way you execute things when you're directing. So I read the script. It was a beautiful script. It was actually based on a true story. One of his friends was in the closet, and he was kind of a place in his life where he felt suppressed and stuck and trapped, and he ended up committing suicide. It was a really, really tragic situation, and Robert wrote this story in honor of him, and it's about this guy who's married, and his wife is expecting, and he's just sick to his stomach, and he's having like this bug that he's dealing with, and his wife's very supportive. She's like, oh, honey, let's go to the doctor. Let me know if you need anything, blah, blah, blah. And he ends up picking up painting to kind of ease his anxiety and this sickness that he's feeling. So he kind of creates this home studio in his garage, and he paints. He paints all day and all night, and his wife's very supportive. She's like, go paint, because he just wants to paint all the time. And he's painting these beautiful, beautiful butterflies. And one of his friends comes over. They're a couple of friends, girl and this guy, and they're coming to celebrate the new baby that's on the way. And his buddy's like, I really love this painting. I want to buy it from you. And he's like, I'm not selling my art. I'm not an artist. I'm just doing this for fun. So he ends up buying it from him, and the next day he finishes it and delivers it to him. And his buddy's like in the middle of boxing. He's like, oh, come in, box with me. Come box, And they're boxing, and there's a moment where he knocks him out, and he's helping him get up. And the most unexpected thing happens where his buddy leans in and kisses him. And it's this beat change in the short that's totally unexpected, because there's no layer of foreshadowing of gay at all. And you find out these two men have had these feelings for each other. And there were many different versions of the script. We revised it a few different times. But the one we ended up landing on, he ends up going home, and he just can't bear the idea of, well, I don't want to give it away.
Right.
Maybe I'll just leave it at that.
There you go. That sounds so cool, though.
We ended up submitting it to a handful of different film festivals. Still waiting to hear back from some. But that's where it's at now. We created it last spring. I edited it. We wanted to finish it for the Cannes Film Festival, but we were literally like 5 days too late. We tried submitting a rough cut, but we were waiting for our CGI guy to give us his files, because there's some really neat butterfly scenes in there at the end.
Right.
But yeah, that's what that one is. It's kind of still in the works. Won't be released yet until we figure out how we want to distribute it. We may very well just release it on Vimeo or YouTube, or who knows. It was just a fun project that he really wanted to create, and it turned out great. So we're just trying to see the potential in it and see what we can do with it.
Well, that's awesome. It's great when you can help a friend do a passion project. I mean, that's kind of what it's all about, helping each other out, especially when you're doing these kind of
well, that's what I'm here
projects
for.
together.
I'm here to collaborate with other artists, and I hope to be an actor-director. I mean, I am, and I hope to be doing a lot more of it in the future. I take a lot of pride and I get a lot of pleasure from bringing things to life from my vision as a director. I'm good at. I really enjoy just kind of delegating different aspects of the film, whether it's the art or the sound, or I give my mom all the credit, I suppose, because she's this perfectionist that's instilled everything I know. So I kind of have that mentality where like I have this vision and I want to execute it, and I'm very open to other ideas along the way, but I know I can finish something and be proud of it and know it's good.
That's very cool. And also, I think it helps. I mean, we talked about last show that you have a great musicality. I mean, you play the piano, you can sing, and I think that brings kind of you can get a beat and a sense to things, and it helps you really move something along, whether you're writing or producing or directing. You can kind of visualize it in your head a little bit too.
Absolutely. It's definitely taught me where, if you have a song that's a minute and a half long and it's so good and the quality is amazing, it's over and people want to hear more of it. If you have a 10-minute song, people are bored and people have a short attention span, humans in general. So it's a fine balance of length and quality and beginning, middle, and end, and building and keeping people on the edge of their seats wanting more. And that goes for music, that goes for film, that goes for I've learned a lot in editing where I want to show the audience something, and that's why there's a problem with like director's cut and the regular cut, because the director wants to show everything because they're so happy with it's their baby, but sometimes the director's cut is twice as long as what it should be,
right?
Because you're watching something and you can't underestimate the audience. Like the audience knows what's going on, so you don't necessarily need to show every single thing. And the same for like a song or. Not to go on a tangent, but for example, I'm going to compare like Christina Aguilera to Whitney Houston or Martina McBride. Christina Aguilera is amazing at riffing, and she has this amazing voice. And in most recent days, she's found a nice balance. But I remember not too long ago, her songs would be so saturated with what she's good at, and by the first 30 seconds, I'm already bored because she's already thrown her heart at me when I want to wait till the end. Like I want it to build. Where Whitney Houston would sing a song, it starts off so soft, so smooth, so peaceful, and then it builds up where she gives you this high note, and you're like, oh, what was that? Like I want to hear more of that. And then by the end, after the bridge, she's just belting out this note, and you get chills because it's been a build. So it's like it's knowing when and where and the right and wrong time to show something, and it's definitely a skill that a lot of people have and don't have. It's an art, yeah.
Right.
Sure.
That's awesome. Let's talk about a couple of your other projects. I mean, that people can still find on the web, things that I love. I thought the School of Ballet was kind of hilarious. Just the girls in that are funny, and some of the premise of it.
They're hilarious.
Talk about that project a bit.
That was actually the very first project I worked on with Robert. I met Robert at a bar on a karaoke night, and I came outside. I probably had a few drinks, and I'm not like a smoker, but sometimes when I have a drink, I want to have a smoke. So I go on the patio, and I ask this guy for a smoke, and it's Robert. And he's like, oh, and I was also in a play in Burbank. So I was promoting this play. I had these flyers, and I was giving them to everybody, kind of killing two birds with one stone. I'm like, oh, I'll go sing some songs, and I'll promote the play at the same time. So I met him, and we exchanged numbers because we had one of these dime a dozen conversations that you have in LA, like, oh, I'm an actor. Oh, cool, we should work on a project together sometime. Oh, sure, let's become Facebook friends. Then you become Facebook friends, and you literally never hear from the person ever again. In this case, 6 months later, I get a phone call from this guy. Don't even remember meeting him, since the conversation's like a dime a dozen, like I said. And he's like, hey, so I have this comedy pilot that I'm shooting. I have this role in mind for you. Would you want to play it? And I was like, in my head, I'm like, who is this guy? I'm like, send me the script. I'll read it, and I'll let you know what I think. So he emailed me the script. I read it. It was hilarious. Just the concept alone. There's this guy that's married to this woman. He's like depressed in his living room, and he decides to follow his dreams, inspired by this random guy that comes over to give him a massage to open up a ballet school, which is Like, how many guys do you know that want to open up a ballet school? Just the concept itself is comical. So yeah, I started working with them on that, and that's when we started bonding and getting to know each other. And yeah, those girls are hilarious. I still work with the one.
God. Do you really? Oh, they're so funny.
The pretty bitchy one. Yeah.
I'm going to put that clip up on my website because they just got to see that and then go check out. Now let's talk also, you started like a web series, The Ethical Slut, which is based on a book that it's kind of funny in and of its own right. Talk about that a bit.
Yeah. Like I said, living in LA, I have many irons in the fire. And there's this group of people I work with in production. They make feature films. The first one, I was a key PA on a film called Guadalupe the Virgin. Beautiful story. My acting coach at the time actually was the lead in it and recommended me to the director for one of the parts. And I got the part. So that's how I got into that group of people. And then following that project, after that project, I became really close with the director, the assistant director, the line producer, the production manager, the head of the arts department. And they were working on this other feature film the year after that. And they're like, hey, we'd love for you to be a part of this again. There's also another role for you, so we'd love for you to audition for it. So they sent me the script. I read it. The movie's called Electric Children. It's actually on Netflix right now. It went to the Berlinale Film Festival, went to the South by Southwest Film Festival. Anybody can check it out, just Electric Children on Netflix. But the assistant director on that decided to create this web series called The Ethical Slut, based on his book all about polyamory. And it inspired him to write this script, and it's about these two middle-aged women who are best friends in the city of Madison, Wisconsin, in the Midwest, the home of cheese balls. And they come across this book. The one is a marriage counselor. She's happy in her marriage with her husband. She has 2 kids. And the other one is a real estate agent. She's not very happy with her marriage. And she ends up cheating her husband with a yoga instructor. And I play the yoga instructor. So my character kind of comes in. I start the series. It's if you just type in Ethical Slut on YouTube and you watch the very first episode of the first season, you'll see a lot of me in bed with her.
And you actually had to fly to Wisconsin to film some of that, didn't you? Didn't you actually have to fly to Wisconsin to shoot that?
So the director flew me to Wisconsin 4 times in the last about 2.5 years, and we weren't expecting to go past the first season. But then I got a phone call a year later. He's like, "Hey, we're gonna do a second season. Are you down?" And I'm like, "Absolutely." So went to Wisconsin the second time, and then this 4th season was the final season. It kind of put closure to all the storylines and everything going on. It was exciting because every season got better and better. We got more and more money for each season. We got a better crew each season. We discovered what worked, what didn't work. The actors became even more seasoned together, and we really found our characters. So it was a really great experience to be able to have 4 seasons of that, and be able to go to Wisconsin, go to a place where I wouldn't have visited otherwise if I wasn't a part of the project, you know? Right.
That is so cool. Well, what kind of projects do you have in the can now? Anything you have on the back burner? You're obviously going to do some more Funny or Die with Robert. Do Robert have anything kind of
we're going to keep doing... Yeah, we have a feature we want to create called Power Couple, but we're waiting... Oh, hang on. There's a fire truck going by.
No problem. Gotta love live radio in our audio.
We'll let them have their moment.
Are they coming to the set? Wait a second.
Right.
They sound like
we're actually done wrapping. We got some lunch after. But what was I saying? Oh yeah,
you were telling me about your new projects.
Yeah, we have some ideas. We're just waiting for the right time. We need to get some finances for the one because it's a feature. But we're on the fence of maybe creating a series. We can do it for a little bit less money and kind of structure it differently where it might be a little bit more fun to create. We have on my own personal end, this music video has gotten a lot of attention, and it's been getting me some work, which is great. There was one job. I'm telling him right now. Steve's harassing me over here next to me. Steve won't leave me alone.
What does he want now? Tell him no bogarting the interview. He needs to have his own here.
Yeah, this is my time. That's what he said.
Tell him I've been trying to get him on forever. Tell him to check his messages for me on Twitter.
He said check your messages. He's been trying to get you on forever.
Oh, really?
Through Twitter. Yeah, Left of Straight. Or the UBN one or the Left of Straight?
The Left of Straight one. Left of Straight, yeah.
Left of Straight, yeah.
Left of Straight. I'm coming.
I'll send him your email. I'll hook it up.
There you go. There you go. I like it. I like it.
Yeah. There's this one outdoor store in Idaho that hit me up, and they want me to model for them for their next campaign. They said, "Hey, do you do out-of-state modeling? It pays well." I'm like, "Yeah." So that's the next project coming up. I have a meeting with a new agent next week, which is exciting. She saw my project, and I actually have a friend with this agency, and he's going out a lot on auditions, and he's booking work, and so I'm looking forward to that new chapter of this 2016. Hopefully, it'll lead to bigger and grander things.
Congratulations! That is awesome. Yeah, you're gonna. In fact, you know what? I have a project for you myself, and of course, I don't pay anything. But this is the deal. Since I'm all the way over here in Northeast Ohio, I'm going to have to send you to the UBN studios and help me interview some people and do it in studio so we can put you guys on camera. You're way too good looking to waste it, and you're so much fun to talk to. We can't have you on the damn phone all the time. So when I get a couple of guests, I'm going to send you to the UBN studios in LA and have you help me interview them. How does that sound?
Cool. That sounds bad. That sounds great.
Maybe you'll get your buddy Steve over there.
Yeah, that's him. He's Instagramming
Tell
right
him
now.
that. There you go. Well, tell him we're going to get him on the show. Say that I'm sick of him being all good friends with Emerson and Dell over here at UBN. He's got to spread the love around a little bit. But I think you and I will have some fun projects together.
Oh.
You just said, "Oh." I think a light bulb went off in his head.
I need to go on. I told him next time.
Here, do you want to talk to him?
Oh, if I must, sure. I guess I can talk to him. Steve Grand, how the heck are you?
Hey, what's your name?
My name is Scott, Steve. How are you doing?
Good. We haven't spoken before, have we, Scott?
We haven't. We're friends on the whole Twitter like everybody else is. We've done a couple. You've been very kind and done some nice retweets and messaging back. But I've just been a huge fan from way back in the beginning. So my pleasure to speak to you.
Oh, hell yeah. Thank you. I know why I went off when I said it. You guys, Emerson, Emerson and what's his
Emerson
name?
Collins and Del Shores are on the same station that we're on now. They're at UBN. And I said, you guys give each other love back all the time. It's like, hey, I want to have Steve on my show. I've been trying to get him on forever. So we're going to have to get you on sometime. But yeah, Del Shores and Emerson Collins.
Yeah, what are you guys doing? I mean, I leave on Thursday, so I don't know if someone wants to try to squeeze me in, because I've been telling, especially Del Shores, they're so sweet. Like, they always are like talking about me on their show and saying nice things.
Well, they shoot on Wednesday. I'll give Del a call this afternoon. I'll give Del a call this afternoon because they shoot on Wednesday afternoon there at 3:00 Pacific time there. So if you're in town, I'll talk to Trevor and get your contact information, and I'll get Del and Emerson to give you a call.
Okay, I will. Cool. And I'll tweet them too and make sure. All right. Well, thank you, Scott.
All right. Well, it's my pleasure seeing you. We have to get you on my show sometime soon in February here. Okay. Good luck with all your projects, Steve. It's been great talking to you.
Sounds great. Yeah. Sorry, I hijacked the interview.
That's okay. You can put Trevor back on now. We'll still talk to him.
Okay. Bye.
He's always doing this. He's always doing the spotlight.
Steve bogarting his interviews. Hey, you know what? You've already done great. I mean, you got Steve Gran talking to me. In fact, last week after we talked, you got me another guest. Michael Hennessy, I guess, is a friend of yours, has a fantastic story. He's going to be on in a couple of weeks, too. So he has a fantastic story about his journey. So I'm going to have to start paying you booking fees pretty soon.
One of... Yeah. Oh, yeah, I'll hook you up with my manager, and you guys can talk it out.
Oh, really?
Yeah, no, you will thoroughly enjoy getting to know Michael Hennessy. He's one of my big inspirations in my life. He's actually become a mentor of mine. He was actually the director of the play I was promoting when I was out, and I met Robert that night. It was the play I was Michael Hennessy directed it. That's how I met him.
Nice. So, well, man, we don't get the full 2 hours like I do my other I'm going to have to wrap this up soon. I want to really thank you for coming in, Trevor. And I'm serious. I'm going to have you go into the studio sometime and help me interview some of my guests. I have Margaret Cho next week, but she's going to do a phone interview. But I think we could have some fun times if you ever want to do it. You're invited to come on the show anytime.
Yeah. Cool. Thanks. Yeah. I mean, as long as I'm not on the toilet or like busy working.
There you go.
I can.
You are crazy, my friend. And I need to hear the story about. We're running out of time, but I can't hear about the CyberSocket Awards this week. That you met my buddy Alexander.
No, I don't have many stories. It was fun.
It was cool. I need to have stories. And of course,
my
Alexander went there in a suit and tie.
My favorite porn star wasn't there, so.
Oh, who is that? Which one is that?
Oh, I don't even know his name. I'm not going to say names.
There you go.
But.
All right, man. Well, I want to thank you so much for coming on, Trevor. We will definitely be talking in the future. Keep Twitter buzz and everything, and I will talk to you soon. Great success in all your career and everything you've done, and we'll talk very soon, my friend, okay?
Thank you so much, man. I appreciate it. God bless, man.
Thank you. Have a great afternoon. Same to you. Bye-bye.
You too. You too. Stay warm.
I will. Thanks. All right, everybody. That was Trevor LaPaglia. You definitely have to check out his website, www.trevorlapaglia.com, Paglia. He is such a great guy, and we're definitely going to get him in the studio so we can see that handsome man in studio. It helped me some interviews later on down live, and he's got a Steve Gran coming on, so that's always a cool thing. So I love that. Trevor, if you're still listening, the chat room is saying goodbye, and thanks for being on. We got a couple of great shows coming up. Chris, if you want to go ahead and put up our graphic for next week. Like I did say, next week we have the fantastic, funny, amazing Margaret Cho will be on. She'll be on the show, UBN show, next Monday at 3 p.m. Pacific time, 6 p.m. Eastern time. We'll be going over her new gig on Fashion Police and her upcoming gig for the New Now Next on Logo. She will be hosting the New Now Next Awards up on Logo. Chris, can you hear me?
Yeah, we hear you.
Okay, cool. I wasn't sure if I was there or whatever. But yeah, we got Margaret Cho coming next week. And then tomorrow, if you want to tune into my Blog Talk radio show, it's at www.blogtalkradio.com/Left of Str8. Tomorrow on Tuesday from 2 to 4 p.m. Pacific time and 5 to 7 p.m. Eastern time. I have two great guests tomorrow. I have Matt Walls, who is co-host right here on UBN's Finding Cupid with David Cruz, and he'll be talking about the Finding Cupid show and his adventures in acting in LA. And we also have Garnici from Saturday Night Live. He's a producer of Saturday Night Live. He's a comedian. He's a singer. He has a book out now. Just a fantastic man. Greg is hilarious and very good-looking man himself. Both of them are cutie patooties. We will have them on tomorrow night on the show. Greg's funny. I hope my mother doesn't read this. There's a bunch of stories that are just great. I read through that today. But we've gone over a couple minutes. Thank you, Tony Sweet, for letting us go over. Chris, thank you so much for keeping us on track today. You have a great week, my friend, okay?
Thank you. Thank you very much, and you too, and stay warm.
All right, everyone. This is Scott for the Left of Str8 Show. We see you back here next Monday at 3 p.m. Pacific Time, 6 p.m. Eastern Time with Margaret Cho right here on ubnradio.com. Stay tuned for The Bob Show. We're out of here.